Hey everyone, this is Sean. Welcome back to my channel. So the other day I received an email from one of our subscribers, one of our valuable subscribers. And I am going to summarize the content of the email. And forgive me if I sound a little bit choppy when I summarize the content of the email, because I don't want to disclose the identity of the security company. I don't want to disclose the identity of our subscriber. So in doing so, it's going to sound a little bit choppy, so forgive me in advance. I wish actually that I can interview this officer who was involved in this incident, in this almost tragic incident. It would be valuable to everyone else to even get a off-camera telephone interview, but you know, we have what we have, and I believe that this presentation is going to be valuable for your employees, for your fellow coworkers. I think that if you use the measures in place that I'm going to discuss, I think that it could potentially save your life. So anyhow, this subscriber is a leader and a manager for this security organization that's located on one of the southwestern states of America. His employee was seated inside of a patrol vehicle, writing one of the mobile reports or typing out one of the mobile reports. He's wearing, it looked like a blue uniform. It's one of those high visibility uniforms. I don't know if you guys follow Black Knight Patrol, BKP, but they have these blue colored uniforms that look quite fascinating. I believe they look professional. They look great. So he's wearing this uniform, and this suspect just comes out of nowhere and approaches him, demands the cell phone, and demands the firearm. This is an armed private security officer. The officer thinks about engaging in a gunfight with the suspect who has a gun pointed at him. Suspect reads the body language and says, "If you reach for that gun, you're gone. You're done. I'm going to end your life." Officer says, "Fine. Here's the gun." Gives it to him. Suspect gets the cell phone as well and flees, leaves the scene. Our subscriber tracks the suspect to a nearby or connecting state. Within an hour, the suspect is gone. He destroys the cell phone. No suspect vehicle description. The suspect is going to most likely get away with this. Let's talk about this incident. What are some things that we could do to prevent something like this from happening? First off, we are not going to victim blame. It's not the officer's fault that this POS came to him and robbed him at gunpoint. It's not his fault. It's the fault from this person who decided to take these evil actions, potentially dangerous actions as well. The uniform has nothing to do with the robbery, guys. You can wear a yellow uniform, wear a blue uniform, a brown uniform. It has nothing to do. The way that you present the uniform, the way that you carry yourself out has a lot to do with the perception that the suspect has on you. Wearing that uniform, guys, you're not going to be created as a victim. You can wear a black uniform, a brown uniform. Still, this suspect was hell-bent on getting that firearm. And I could almost guarantee you, I could almost assure you that that firearm is going to be used in a violent crime. Unfortunately, this guy's going to give it to his friends, his homies. And unfortunately, that's how it's used, guys, in a violent crime. What we need to concentrate on, the whole incident does create a training point, okay? And remember, I am not privy to a lot more information. I wish I had more information. Right now, I'm very limited. And as you can see, I'm trying to prevent the disclosure of the identity of this subscriber who's providing this information. And I don't want to burn their security company either. Something else that we need to keep in mind is that this patrol route that this officer was engaged in, it was a dangerous route. I mean, there's some safe areas along the route, but this area was known to be a battlefield in itself. I mean, a dangerous area. So look, guys, when you're typing out your mobile reports or you're looking at your phone, don't do this here. Okay, don't bring it down here. At least bring it to eye level up to here. Okay, that way that you can see from your peripheral vision what's going on around you. And I like to back into a parking lot or an area where there's nothing in back of me and I could just see straight in front of me. And I'm not talking about a small little retainer wall. I like to have a huge, large wall so that as somebody climbs it, at least I can hear them land. But I want to have a view of everything that's totally in front of me. Okay, do that if you're writing your reports, you're updating your DAR, your daily activity report or logs or whatever you want to call it, or you're using a tablet or a smart device. Don't bring it here. I want you to bring it up to here. And every 20 seconds or so, look up. Okay, look here. Okay, look to the right. Look in all your mirrors. Okay, nobody approaching. And what I want you to do is focus on the farthest point that's in front of you, because now you can focus what's in front of you because you have a wall in back of you. And I want you to kind of gauge the time that it would take for somebody to walk at a high pace or a rapid pace from the farthest point, from the street, or wherever this person would most likely come from. Time it. How long would it take for them to get to that point A to point B, which is your patrol car? How long would that take? And if it's 30 seconds, if it's 1 minute, then you should look up every minute. Okay, every minute, just like this. Okay. I also want you to have a plan. What are you going to do if you're taking out a gunpoint? Now, I did a video on my thoughts on it, and it just came out wrong. I listened to one of my subscribers, and I deleted the video. My personal plan, guys, if I'm already taking out a gunpoint, working security, they probably want my gun, guys, or they want access to something. So if there's a gun right here, okay, first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to appear cooperative. Okay, I'm going to put my hands up just like this and say, look, dude, I'll give you whatever you want. Whatever you want, I'll give it to you. This holster that I have, it requires a little bit different manipulation. I have to do something a little bit more different in order you to get it. You can't just grab it out the holster. It will not allow you to do that. But I'll help you out, dude. I'll give you whatever you want. So I want you to appear cooperative. And guys, this position here is a better position. Okay, you're showing that you're cooperative, like, hey, no problem, I'll give you whatever you want. This position is actually, it's a shooting position. So when I trained at Gunsight, which is the world's largest firearms training facility, by the way, in Paulden, Arizona, I trained there for a week one time, and then I went back for the instructor development course another week. You start your shooting position just like this. So you get timed. At 2 seconds, when the buzzer goes off, you have 2 seconds to fire a headshot. And I think it's at, I forgot the distance, guys. It's either 3 yards or 5 yards that you have to fire a headshot. And that's from this position. So I'm taught a 5-count or 5-step draw. This is how it begins, guys, from right here. Okay. Step 1 is actually putting your hand here. Okay, touching your chest, getting in position, and then getting a grip of your gun already. That's step 1. So it's here, and then 1. So I'm not far from step 1. And the reason why your hand is here is so that when you bring the gun back up to here, it's already in position. It's oriented already to get into firing position. So this is already a benefit. And I could block a punch. I could block a stab from this position here. I'm going to give them what they want. Okay, they want the gun, fine. Okay, here you go. Now, if this person gives me an opportunity to stop them, so if they look away, they're done. That's it. They're done. They're absolutely gone. They get distracted. If they fumble with something and they give me that one opportunity, they are completely done. Okay, I'm going for my shots. But if they don't give me that opportunity, then I'm going to give them the gun. You can have it. Just please don't kill me. Okay, please don't kill me. I have a daughter. She's only 3 years old, and she thinks I'm going to go home in a couple hours. I'll give you whatever you want. I'll give you whatever you want. The reason why I want to explain to this person, hey, you know what? I'll remove the gun for you. You have to move it around in a certain direction. The reason why I do that is because I'm buying myself a little bit of time. That person might believe, well, you know what? That person's right. I don't want to manipulate it. I don't want to fumble with it. I don't want to screw with this gun in this holster. I'll let the officer do it. Hey, guys, a lot of these guys are stupid. Now, the smart guy will try to grab it from you, but chances are, if they haven't practiced drawing from different levels of holsters, especially level 3, they're gonna have a hard time taking that gun out of the holster, guys. Even a level 2, if they don't know what they're doing, they're gonna fumble with it a little bit. Okay, so that's my plan. I don't want you guys to have the same plan as me. I cannot stress this enough. You need to be situationally aware of your surroundings. Something else that I want you to keep in mind is that you have to always maintain a professional appearance with your uniform, guys. Make sure that your uniform is always pressed. There's no stains on it. These people who are hell-bent on hurting you, on robbing you, they evaluate you before they commit their crime. They're assessing you. They're conducting the surveillance on you. They ask themselves, can I take this person out? They're looking for the officer who has that untucked shirt. Looking for the officer that has no keepers on their belt, on a keeper system for their duty belt. Looking for the officers who's wearing tennis shoes with a Class A or Class B uniform. The shoes, are they all scuffed up or are they all shined up? Body armor, is this person wearing body armor? These inmates, when they're in jail or prison, they have all the time in the world to assess the correctional staff, the correctional officers. They know how the body looks like when someone's wearing body armor, and they're doing the same thing to you guys. Just like they size up correctional officers and police officers, they're doing the same thing to you. You think that they're going to pick a target who's a hard target, somebody who they believe is squared away, somebody who believe can take them on really quick? I mean, they're going to pick the most vulnerable appearing private security officer. And age doesn't have anything much to do with it. It just depends on how you carry yourself. If you're the security officer that's doing this on your phone or your tablet, just looking down, by the time you look up, that person's going to be right there, right on you. And you're at the mercy of this person. It's not the right way to go, guys. Your magazines, are they located on the appropriate side? Your firearm, okay? Do you have a firearm that's in the proper holster? Your keys, do you have millions of keys just going all over the place or moving all over the place on the key ring? Keys that shouldn't belong in there? Do you have these ridiculous keys, keychains that show places you visit? Welcome to Hawaii. Welcome to New York. They look at the stuff. Those of you who cover your tattoos, you know, your uniform might be white, yet you're wearing some like green sleeve or brown sleeve. I'm not talking about the sleeve color that looks like the color of your skin. I'm talking about like brown as in dark dirt. Okay, if it doesn't match, it doesn't. If it starts to look tacky, they feed off this, guys. Okay, so make sure that if you supervise your staff, make sure that if you work with a bunch of other armed personnel, If you care about your staff, you care about your employees, make sure that you forward them this video. Make sure that you guys have a debrief on situational awareness. That's all I have. I'm looking forward to dialogue. Take care and be safe.